Am I carrying that into other relationships? It's an absolute catastrophe.
The planet now wants to awaken. It is almost awakened, and the more you begin to channel in successfully this new energy through your pineals, through your melanin, your energy fields will attract more and more of cosmic light. Let's put this another way. Our sun was nothing more than a step-down transformer. Some people call it, if you're into physics, a transducer. It is now a capacitor. It is a step-up transformer. Whereas at one time it filtered out great light and energy that came from deep space to our planet so that we could live under a sun. And you remember the saying, there's nothing new under a sun. And there isn't. In '59, it completely reversed its polarity, and now it is sending forth energy, augmented by the kind of what they call cosmic and gamma rays that are coming into it. This year, by this summer, you will begin to hear more and more about sunspot activities, solar prominences, perturbations, and how our sun is a deadly enemy about to annihilate us all because it is going to burn us up with X-rays and gamma rays. Not all of us. Not all of us. Some of us. And who are the us's? Whoever are the chosen. How are you chosen? You choose yourself by following the disciplines you know you should have been doing, not tomorrow, but yesterday. By doing the readings and the research and taking the time to spend in meditation, the things you thought you should have done 5 years ago, you start them immediately tomorrow. By not being threatened or coerced, you do because of the goading mechanism within your own spiritual consciousness, that you know you should be doing, as though a policeman was there or mother was looking, and you do better than both of those authoritarian figures because you are arising. Once you channel in that light, for every one of you, you're worth 1,000 of non-channelers because they're the dead. They will not awaken. You cannot wake for them. If you do not do that in mass, you will be subject to the technical prowess of a people who are soulless that now have control of this planet. And if you're ready to go up against them, I bless you. If you're ready to go up against them alone, I feel sorry for you. For you will learn a lesson that will stay with you forever. You cannot match them in their technology. Forget it. What you knew subconsciously, and what you know even as you hear the tone and tenor of my voice is true, is that some way or another you could raise a spiritual quality that could match that in some kind of way. You just didn't know how to go about doing it. And you know that you had lost something and you wanted it returned. You have that privilege now. AIDS and every other man-made deceptive agent to stop you from progressing physically and cause your journey of life to end quickly will only be thwarted when you can raise your vibrational rates enough where none of those things can exist within that contact field. And then those that met it and made it will mete out its suffering and suffer the same thing that they started. The planet cannot help you till you vibrate high enough to take the light. It's just that simple. Other than that, you will be destroyed just like those that are trying to destroy your planet once again. How many don't understand what I just said? Raise your hands. Be honest. Oh, good. Most of you do. Let's try it from another angle. And I think I'm going to ask this question. How many do understand what I just said, but haven't made sure yet that they want to believe it, and so they're kind of marking time. And I think I might see some more pure hands. You know what I said, but let's try it again. Let's play with this a while. Let's break it down.
It's the light. The concept of light.
You may speak for many. I'm going to try and break it down. I would be not worth my purpose if I gave a lecture and nobody understood it. If you don't believe me, that's okay. But I want you to understand me. We live in a solar system that has a sun. That sun propagates everything on our planet. Most things on our planet that are in sequence with the Creator produce either photosynthesis or in some other way take light and convert it into usable energy. Not harmful X-rays, not anode cathode ray bombardment. You use light. To do so, you darken just like plants darken because you have melanin. That was a gift from the gods to the God being. A way of letting you use higher universal energy without it destroying your physical body and releasing you what you really are anyway, pure spirits, because you're not physical. Some of you still may doubt that. You're not physical. That's why you go to sleep each night, to renew that can't be renewed with food or drink. You get out of the body, it charges up, you come back in the body, and you go through another work day. If you doubt it, ask yourself where you're going to go when you go to sleep tonight. And hurry up and get back from there, too. Because other people will be mourning you if you don't watch out. You must come out of that body, which makes you lose consciousness, and that's when the body is renewed. Then you break your fast in the mornings and proceed on another day. You eat breakfast, all right? Ask yourself tonight, if you're not fearful, trepidous, or so, that when you go to sleep, you want to wake up and find out where you are. Just make that little agreement with yourself tonight, but use caution. You might do it. That's a test to find out how fearless you are. Say, I'm going to wake up tonight, not in some dream stupor and some collage in black and white or color, but I'm going to wake up when I go to sleep tonight and find out who I really am. Does that make sense? How many are confused by that one, too? One person. Yeah, okay. We'll see. The light from this sun maintains all life forms that are of the Creator. That's why the sun is placed in a solar system under the control until the people can emerge and start their own light. Okay? Our sun now is putting out more energy than it has in a very long time. Enough to activate all your DNA patterns in your cells and cause them to try and become entwined and in unison. It's enough energy to do that. Now, they will call it all kinds of names. I'll run through some of the names if necessary. But that's the key thing. It takes a tremendous amount of energy to agitate all those strands and have them to connect again into one melatonin molecule, which can then activate the other cells or the other DNA strands within it and cause you to function on a higher vibrational rate. If the sun was not there to do that, you could not do it on your own, because before, most of us have failed when we tried to do it. The energy was not there. Now the energy is coming back. What you're going to hear, as I say, is about the sun now being too active and how harmful and how radioactive, and people are going to have to stay away from the beaches. You won't have to. And the more you walk in light, it will give you more and more energy. In fact, there'll be times when you won't be able to sleep for 2 and 3 days at a time, because the escape of the body in sleep will not be necessary. You will be awake.